Hello and welcome to this episode of Let's Chat MetaPWR. My name is Anna Foley and our guest is Jackie Isles, a woman who wears many hats, mother of two, holistic nurse consultant, lifestyle consultant, health coach, and doTERRA Blue Diamond leader. Jackie has had over 30 years clinical nursing and personal experience in wellness management in Australia's leading health retreats. She's simply known as Nurse Jackie throughout the industry. Her passion is to inspire families to live well and create healthy homes. So we're going to hear from Nurse Jackie how she's gone from feeling flat, frazzled, frumpy and not fabulous in her early 50s to now feeling fantastic, fit and young at 57. Jackie struggled with chronic insomnia, an unstable thyroid, anxiety, and other autoimmune endocrine complexities, to now where she's sleeping well, feeling younger than she did 15 years ago, with a high self-esteem and no longer riddled with those symptoms.
I have a history of endocrine issues. So I suppose that metabolic journey, metabolic health has been a hiccuping for me for quite some time, pretty much since my early 30s. So coming out of the lockdown period and all the layers of what we as working mamas had to do, homeschooling and worrying about elderly parents who you couldn't get to. We all know that story. I felt my metabolic health took a hammering. And for me, it was really, I felt like that the way that I expanded was I just was wearing these life jackets, not only for myself, but for everyone else. And I know after I fell over with that flu, I started feeling some some residual stuff in my chest, and I thought, this is not right. I felt my blood pressure was going up, and I thought, okay, there is something next level I need to do. So I took stock. I looked at my oils, and I went, okay, I know what's going on from my background. Know what's happening. Okay, these are some of the side effects of the flu of the moment. It's not just the flu. So let's look at some bits and pieces to help support. And underlying the choices that I made were all about metabolic health and bettering and getting that back on track and letting go of the life jackets around me that I was carrying. And that was like I was protecting my heart, if we're talking energetics. I was protecting my lungs. I was protecting my adrenals, like everyone's nodding your understanding. So I started using a lot of yarrow pom, which is our beautiful blue serum, and the effects of those oils topically and internally. And that started me on a track of feeling a lot better. But really, I was feeling prior to the MetaPWR launch in October, was it 2022? Yes, I was feeling flat, just frazzled, just frumpy, all of those F words that we often associate with kind of being in your 50s. So it's like, okay, no, it's metabolic for me because that is my history. An incredible metabolic product. And literally, as soon as a product is released, I go straight to the science. That is my background. And doTERRA just hit it out of the ballpark. Let's face it, Lifelong Vitality 15 years ago was a cutting edge, forward facing health product that every other company had to catch up to. Like having that delivered to your door 15 years ago, wild. Normally you'd get that strength as a naturopathic prescription. And then MetaPWR was next level. And literally within 11 days of me taking it, I literally felt 20 years younger. So
Wow.
all of those life jackets literally started melting away. So at that point, I knew without taking any looking at any metabolic markers or blood tests, I knew at that time that things were working for me.
I love that analogy of the life jackets. And yes, I think a lot of us can relate. And that's why our body shape changes often. So tell us about that then, Jackie. What were the things you were noticing?
In what way? The life jacket?
Oh, sorry, when you said, you were in the first 11 days or so, and then you started noticing differences.
Oh, it was really incredible. I'm quite sensitive to things. So literally within the first probably half an hour of taking the MetaPWR Advantage, so our collagen plus NAD plus cofactor product, I could literally feel like it running through my nervous system, and like everything was kind of tingling and I was waking up. And I literally felt like I woke up. I literally I changed I changed shape. I started to sleep more deeply again because sleep has always been an issue in and out of my life. My vibrancy. I felt like, and I say I just felt like Jackie again.
That's magnificent. I love how you describe it. It's fantastic. And did you notice differences, say, in your sleeping habits, or were you sleeping well already?
Look, I sleep hasn't been something that I have starred in, but since doTERRA and using my essential oils and my sleep protocols and giving it priority, yes, I have. On-call nurse, like not didn't sleep well as a kid, and then specialty on-call night duty throughout my 30-year plus nursing career. So it was just something I was trained in, not sleeping well. So, but I noticed that I would get into a deeper sleep quicker, and that I would wake up and instantly feel recharged rather than have that significant period of like half an hour to 45 minutes of kind of waking up. I would wake up really quickly, but not with that underlying hangover sensation of not really sleeping well. So there was no wired yet still tired of a morning. It was just refreshed.
So you're feeling fit and fabulous now in your 50s, and it's coming up to your birthday next month. I saw you share in a post earlier today. And I'd love to hear what other changes did you notice? Did you have any changes to your eating habits, perhaps, or something you'd like to share?
Again, when I say it just allowed me to be me again, it just reordered my self-worth, my desire to always feel good again. So any of those bad habits, and a lot of us, just because of comfort and emotions during that lockdown period of that significant years, food often became just a comfort for us. So it was so easy because I was feeling me again, just vibrant and shiny and refreshed, that all of those things that allowed me to be that way at all times was just something I wanted to hug close to me, and everything else, it was just naturally repelled, if that makes sense.
Oh, it's admirable. And it's something that it's a delight to wake up with, isn't it? And you just want more of it. Did you find it was an easy adaptation to make into a daily habit, or how was it for you, the beginnings of using MetaPower?
Look, it was easy for me because I suppose if I know I need something and I know I need to change, it's like, well, okay, do it, Jackie. I and I challenge anything that blocks or sabotages my path, because really at the end of the day, I want to feel vibrant and healthy for all of my life. And so I have this little saying. It's like I stop and I breathe and I just ask myself, Jackie, is this nourishing 100% to my body, mind, and spirit? And if it's a no, I let it go. But if it's a yes, I embrace it. And every part of MetaPower is a yes. So I can't afford, and I think because my kids are my why, I'm an older mum. I had my first child at 39 and then my second child at nearly 41. So it's like they're my why. I want to be that 80-year-old doing, I don't know, a yoga headstand, sipping green drinks at a party, having a wild time. Because when I'm in my 80s, my kids are only 40. Like I want to, and that drives me every moment of the day to, I suppose, align with best health and well-being. Because the alternative of that, if people my age traditionally are on up to 17 medication, managing chronic lifestyle disorders. Up to 70% of doctors' visits are because of stress-related disorders that we can fix in the home. So that it's easy for me to take MetaPWR. Long answer to a short question.
With a great vision. We're all looking forward to seeing you doing those headstands and drinking your green smoothies. Love it. Jackie, we've got a question from Rebecca, and it
Yes.
ties in with also, I'd love to hear a bit more about MetaPWR's, the benefits with perimenopause and menopause. And I think Rebecca's question here, do you take the collagen morning or night or both to get all your results? If you'd like to speak on that, please.
Okay, when I first started, because it was advocated to take it morning, I took it morning. Okay, when I had a few wobbly health issues kind of November through to January. So I became what's called a super user, morning and night. When I first started taking MetaPWR, someone told me I should take it at night. I took it at night and it was just like rave, wah, party all night, like I couldn't sleep. That did not serve me. But now for specific issues, I can take it at night and it doesn't seem to affect my sleep. Now, I know there is a lot of talk about for perimenopause, menopausal, that transition of life, that maybe taking it at night is far more beneficial. My own personal experience, it doesn't make a difference as long as you're taking it. But then I have a very strong sleep protocol, so that may come over the top of the MetaPWR for me. So play around with it for you, because the beautiful thing about any of doTERRA's products is they are by individual. What works for you, Rebecca, may not work for me. As long as you are using it and we are getting the results, well then, fantastic.
Yeah, that's a great reminder, actually, as well as, we're talking about the power of MetaPWR and the lifelong vitality vitamins and supplements and the amazing, smart supplementation that this is. But then it also goes hand in hand with healthy movement, healthy relationships. For you, was it a combination of all of these things, Jackie?
Well, look, yes, I think MetaPWR just kick-started for me the next level of my well-being journey from mid-50s onwards. So what I have found, if we talk about movement, always being fit and healthy, like my stress management is my movement. But what I have found is 2 years into taking MetaPWR is I am now thinking I'm feeling strong enough in my body again to be wanting to be extremely fit. So what are those not extreme, what are those challenges that I can do as a woman in my late 50s moving to 60? That's wild that I say that. What can I do? Like, what can I do? What's the next step of being at best for me? And that is because my cells are buzzing and my cells are young. So I can think and feel like a 30-year-old.
And is your productivity at that level too, Jackie, with what you're getting
Oh,
in the day? Yeah.
absolutely. Best thing for business, everyone, be on MetaPWR, regardless of whether you are using doTERRA as a customer or you're building a doTERRA business or you're doing something completely different, not in this direct space. space, MetaPWR will give you that youngness, that freshness in your body, mind, and spirit for you to be able to achieve at a high level.
So tell us your ideas. What are your new challenges? What's ahead for Jackie Iles?
Oh gosh, always wanted to study Pilates. So, I mean, I'm a mum of a year 11 and a year 12er. So if anyone has been there, you know it's hairy at this point in time. So I have 18 months, then they're both at uni. So maybe after that point, who knows? Always wanted to go back to sailing. Maybe I do that. Maybe, yeah, maybe little boat racing or something. I don't know. I don't know. Hiking, who knows? Who knows?
It's
But
allowing
it's
yourself to
definitely
breathe.
there. I can feel it.
Yeah.
I feel young. I feel young. So any of you who don't feel like you actually need it because of your age at the moment, extend that out. Extend that out to your parents. Extend that out to your grandparents. My father, his journey on MetaPWR over the last 6 months has been extraordinary. We are noticing that he has his balance is better, his memory is better, his energy, his vibrancy, his ability to hold concentration and memory. And even though he was he's fully cognizant, just that depth of wanting to understand, when people become a little bit older, they become more insular and self-focused. Well, he's expanding out into the world again. And he is sharing in his community because he cannot believe the difference. Just this little stick of like sherbet, he calls it sherbet, as something that is cutting edge, that no other product is available like this from any other company yet in the world. So we are so lucky.
I love that you brought up about your father. I did see his testimonial video and the changes. He looks astounded. He's not shaking as much, and all of the improvements was so heart-touching to watch that, and amazing to hear that he's, passing the word on, telling his friends and community. Are you the same, Jackie? Do you find yourself telling people about MetaPWR?
All the time, all the time, all the time. You can't not. You can't not when it makes changes in you and it's visible. I mean, we share our favorite chocolate cake recipe. If we take a chocolate cake to a morning tea, like that just rolls off our lips without even a second thought. That's on sharing. The same with this incredible life-changing product like this. If you just notice who in your community who, I don't know, is just looking a little bit tired at the moment or is struggling with their commitments, the difference this would make just with their vitality and their can-do. It's a real can-do product. It just allows you to be able to do.
Yes. And on the other side of that, are you getting a lot of compliments, people noticing, say, your complexion, your energy, your vibrancy, your handstands?
And sedans aren't quite there yet. All the time, absolutely all the time,
Yeah.
which is nice. I love how the product too delivers where it needs to first.
Yes. Can
It's only like my second year journey, I think I've noticed the real differences in my skin, whereas I wanted that first. And it was going more to changing my shape and my cognitive awareness and my energy levels. That happened first. I wanted skin first. So it is a long game, your metabolic well-being, and this product is designed for long game. And you've got to remember too, the situation that you might find yourself in at the moment that allowed you to come to MetaPWR did not happen overnight. It may have built up over years. So respect the product to allow, and your body to allow it to have the time to adjust and to change.
Valid point. Thank you. Now I'm just going to check the chat here. We've got a question from Diane. Has MetaPWR relieved any arthritic conditions for you or anyone that you know of?
it is great for that.
Very nicely answered. Jackie has to be compliant with her language here. Deborah's comment here that for her, yes, MetaPWR got rid of any pain and discomfort in her body, has been life-changing. Hugs, Deb. Yeah, Deb, you have a powerful story, and we'll be hearing from Deb in a couple of episodes' time.
And you will find if you aren't finding you're getting the punch that you expected from MetaPWR and you're not taking Lifelong Vitality, I can pretty much guarantee you add the Lifelong Vitality and you will see those changes start to roll out for you.
Oh, that's a great point. And what would be your advice to a new person who's looking into MetaPWR? They're investigating it, they're reading testimonials, watching these videos, and they're just yet to make that last step toward it. What would you advise?
Reach out, talk to your contact who's a wellness advocate. Let us design a protocol for you. Let us help support you on this journey. Look at the three major issues that you would like support with first up. Let's get some runs on the board there with you for product. And always know that there is a 30-day money-back guarantee if it's not right for you. But that doesn't need to occur. I've been with doTERRA, this will be my 11th year, and I have not yet had anyone send a product back.
Yeah, it's a risk-free guarantee.
Absolutely.
It just shows their confidence in the quality of the product. Yeah.
It's the best thing. I will never not be without my MetaPWR. Absolutely. Every day, forever now, forever and more. Lifelong Vitality was a significant product in my early journey with doTERRA. Lifelong plus MetaPWR is now the second most significant, and they will never not be friends in my body, ever. Oh, great for males. So if you do jump on, for example, if you're a bit of a science buff and you notice that MetaPWR is TGA approved, which is fantastic, and you jump on and you read through the PDF, it has a lot of studies that are associated with females. That's only because collagen has been used in the beauty and the female well-being industry for a long time. So the majority of the studies are done around female health and well-being, but really specific for men's health as well. Any of you who have senior students who are, I suppose, burning the candle at both ends, MetaPWR Advantage in particular really supports their brain function, their memory recall, their concentration, and their immunity and generalized health and well-being during this very, I suppose, stretched period of their life coming into finals.
Yes, you've got personal experience there with your family, don't you, Jackie? So
absolutely. Yeah.
Thank you for mentioning that about the men too. Yeah, often it's directed toward women's hormone, women's health, things like that. But we're looking forward to hearing more from the men and how it's helping them also.
So much, Anna. These Monday night chats are invaluable. So thank you for providing this opportunity and this education.
Okay, Dad's taking his MetaPWR Advantage. Do you want to tell everyone or show everyone what you've noticed in the last 6 weeks? Because it's pretty remarkable.
Yeah. I've just finished my what is it?
MetaPWR Advantage.
MetaPWR Advantage. A little bit more water to get the dregs out.
Yeah.
And see, I've had a packet of that every morning for about, how long?
Probably 6 weeks, Dad. Yeah, 6
6 weeks. And I've noticed a lot of differences. I've recently had a TIA, and I've noticed I'm a lot steadier on my feet, not as unbalanced. But also the big thing I've noticed is no shaking of the hands.
How long have you had the shaking of the hands for?
Years.
Years.
Look at them. Look at them.
I know. none whatsoever. So what can you do now? Because I used to have to
Well, I can write
sign
a
your
lot.
documents.
Can write a lot better.
Yeah.
Not as shaky in the hands. Well, not shaky at all. All that sort of stuff.
Sewing?
Pardon?
You're sewing?
Yeah, I sewed a flag from a VO centre here the other day, which was all ripped on one end. I sewed that up with a double seam, and right down the line I went straight as a ruler,
Yeah.
and yeah, all sorts of things like that.
And I've noticed you're far, I don't know, calmer.
Calmer, yes.
Have you felt that? Or is that just me noticing?
No, I have been a lot calmer. I don't get as worked up about things as I
You
used
don't
to.
at all.
And I'm just calmer.
Love it. Would you recommend MetaPWR Advantage?
Yes, I would. For
For
any
people
old
you-
codgers,
any
for
old
any old
codgers?
codgers like me.
But are you old?
No, I'm 87 years young.
We love it. Thanks, Dad.